that the first story this evening that is doing the rounds at this given point is with regards to the Delhi elections. The ruling Aam Aadmi Party has released its manifesto, what they have called one that focuses on the middle class. It is a middle classes manifesto. That is what has been said by the Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Arvind Kejriwal right ahead of the Delhi Assembly elections. The AAP manifesto was released by its chief, Arvind Kejriwal, who also raised 7-point demands from the centre ahead of the union budget session that is to commence in the month of February. Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal has said that the party will be raising the issue of middle class in the parliament. He says that there was a tax terrorism on the middle class. Well, he has said that he will in fact be saving the middle class from inflation. He has said whatever money has been used by their party so far during their 10-year term has gone into servicing for the middle class people, the senior citizens, the youth, the welfare of these sections of the society, the women of the society, and which is why he has said that he doesn't understand why the opposition constantly comes out and attacks what they have called the freebie culture, because all of it only is for the welfare of these sections of the very society. And that is why this given manifesto has been called the Middle Classes Manifesto by the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's quickly take a look at an excerpt from this very address where he released the manifesto earlier in the day.
कोई भी पार्टी आज मिडिल क्लास के हित की बात करने को तैयार नहीं है। ऐसा क्यों है? आजाद भारत के 75 वर्ष में एक के बाद दूसरी पार्टी आई, एक सरकार के बाद दूसरी सरकार आई, और इन सब लोगों ने मिडिल क्लास को दबा के, डरा के, निचोड़ के रखा हुआ है। मिडिल क्लास और सरकार का एक बड़ा अजीब रिश्ता है। मिडिल क्लास के लिए ये लोग कुछ करते तो नहीं है, लेकिन जब जब सरकार को इनकी जरूरत पड़ती है तब तब मिडिल क्लास के ऊपर सरकार हथियार चला देती है, चाकू चला देती है, और ये हथियार है टैक्स। लाखों करोड़ों की संख्या में मिडिल क्लास टैक्स भर भर के देता है देश चलाने के लिए, लेकिन बदले में मिडिल क्लास को क्या मिलता है? कुछ नहीं। भारत का मिडिल क्लास सरकार का सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक एटीएम बन के रह गया है। सच बात तो ये है, द इंडियन मिडिल क्लास इज विक्टिम ऑफ टैक्स टेररिज्म।
Well, speaking of the Delhi Assembly elections, political temperatures in the national capital have been escalating and been on the rise. And in fact, it is at a complete peak and an all-time high. Sensational claims have been made by the Delhi Chief Minister, Atishi, against former BJP MP, Ramesh Bidhuri. Politics of blackmail takes centre stage as Chief Minister Atishi alleges Bidhuri having threatened their party leaders to join hands with the BJP or their daughter's videos will be made viral. Let's listen in to this particular excerpt from her address earlier in the day.
राजीव भाटी जी ने हमारे एक कार्यकर्ता रोशन चौहान जी को रोका, उनको कहा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी में आ जाओ। फिर उनको कहा कि रमेश बिधूड़ी जी आपसे फोन पे बात करना चाहते हैं। राजीव भाटी जी ने अपने फोन से रमेश बिधूड़ी जी को फोन लगाया, रोशन चौहान जी से बात करवाई। रमेश बिधूड़ी जी ने उन्हें बोला कि बहुत प्रचार कर रहे हो, बहुत फुर्ती आ गई है तुम्हारे अंदर। कहा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी में तुम पहले थे, वापस आ जाओ। जब उन्होंने कहा मैं आम आदमी पार्टी के साथ हूं और रहूंगा, तो रमेश बिधूड़ी जी ने उनको कहा कि तुम्हारी बेटी का ग्रेटर कैलाश में घूमते हुए मेरे पास एक वीडियो है, तू घर से बाहर निकला तो तेरी बेटी का वीडियो वायरल कर दूंगा। तो हम साफ साफ देख सकते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रत्याशी रमेश बिधूड़ी जी, उनके अलग अलग कार्यकर्ता, उनके भतीजे आज चुनाव नहीं लड़ रहे हैं। आज वो पूरे इलाके में सिर्फ और सिर्फ गुंडागर्दी फैला रहे हैं।
Now, Atishi has further alleged that Ramesh Biduri has abused the women workers of Aam Aadmi Party as well. She has demanded an FIR be filed against Biduri and his nephew for the same. Meanwhile, AAP convener Kejriwal has also supported Atishi's claims and said that the BJP resorts to hooliganism and tactics of the sort, which in fact makes mention of blackmail across Delhi, and that they are headed towards a defeat in the upcoming polls, which is why they are resorting to such tactics.
आतिशी जी ने कहा ये बेहद बेहद चिंताजनक है। जिस तरह से गुंडागर्दी और हिंसा भारतीय जनता पार्टी फैला रही है, ये जो आतिशी जी ने कहा ये वारदातें केवल उनकी विधानसभा तक सीमित नहीं है। पूरी दिल्ली के अंदर मेरे पास न जाने कितने हमारे कैंडिडेट्स आ चुके हैं। मेरी अपनी विधानसभा में, राजेंद्र नगर में, इधर उधर कई जगहों पर हमने देखा है और शिकायतें आ रही हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरी तरह से गुंडागर्दी के ऊपर उतरी हुई है। कोई भी पार्टी या कोई भी कैंडिडेट हिंसा क्यों करता है? उसे हिंसा करने की जरूरत क्यों पड़ती है? वो तभी हिंसा करता है जब वो देखता है कि बाकी अन्य अहिंसात्मक तरीके से, शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से उसका जीतना असंभव है। जब उसके पास कोई नैरेटिव नहीं होता, जब जनता उसके साथ नहीं होती, जब जनता उसकी बात नहीं सुन रही होती, तब वो फिर हिंसा पे उतारू होके येन केन प्रकारेन वो चुनाव जीतने की कोशिश करता है। आज दिल्ली में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की यही हालत है। पूरी दिल्ली में भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपनी ऐतिहासिक हार की तरफ धीरे धीरे, या मैं कहूँ तेजी से बढ़ती जा रही है।
Moving on to another story that is also coming up from this political battlefield, which is completely heated up at this given point. BJP MP Parvesh Verma has filed a 100 crore defamation suit against Aam Aadmi Party leaders Arvind Kejriwal and Bhagwat Mann. Now, Verma has accused the Aam Aadmi Party leaders of levelling false allegations, including claims that he labelled Punjabis a threat to the nation. What has he said? Let me take you through his entire clarification that has been issued. I don't need to mention what I and my family have done for the Sikh community. This is the particular remark that's been given by Parvesh Verma. Verma has alleged significant influx of the vehicles from Punjab, including those carrying Aam Aadmi Party ministers and Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann into Delhi. Now, he claimed that these vehicles were distributing CCTV cameras, liquor and cash to influence voters, adding that he has lodged complaints with both the police as well as the Election Commission of India. Meanwhile, Kejriwal hit back, condemning Verma's remarks as an insult to Punjabis in Delhi. What has he said? While posting on platform X, Kejriwal wrote, and I quote, "Delhi is home to millions of Punjabis whose families endured immense suffering, especially during the partition. By calling Punjabis a threat, BJP has insulted lakhs of Punjabis. BJP should apologize." Now, adding to the escalating tension, Delhi police has raised concerns with Punjab police about the movement of protected persons ahead of Republic Day as well as the elections that's to take place on the 5th of February. Delhi police flagged the lack of coordination, stating that Punjab security teams often arrive in Delhi unannounced. In response, Punjab police has appointed a nodal officer to ensure better communication. As the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party trade accusations, the political showdown continues to intensify, with both sides eyeing a decisive battle on February 5th. Moving on, amid intensified campaigning for the February 5 Delhi polls, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a fresh attack against the Aam Aadmi Party, saying that it did not fulfill any of its promises during its 10-year-long rule in the national capital. Well, Prime Minister Modi has said, and I quote, "Aam Aadmi Party did not fulfill even one of their responsibilities in Delhi. They kept moving ahead with the belief that they could govern with lies. The people of Delhi have understood their game and they are fed up with the party's lies and deceit." Prime Minister Modi has also alleged that the ruling party is so scared of losing the upcoming polls that they are making announcements of elections SOPs almost every day. Further sharpening his attack, the Prime Minister said that AAP is only focused on building the Sheesh Mahal or the Chief Minister's bungalow and not on the development of the poor. Now, he said that earlier they used to take oaths to work, but the people of Delhi have seen the Sheesh Mahal. Apada scammed people in the name of healthcare, did not allow the implementation of Ayushman Bharat schemes in the city. They're even ahead of Congress. It took Congress 7 decades to destroy Delhi, but Aam Aadmi Party did it in just 7 months. Big allegations coming in from the Prime Minister in one of his rallies in Delhi right ahead of the assembly polls that is to take place soon. Moving on to the international arena, as a rather important development comes in from West Asia at this point. Senior commander of Hezbollah, Sheikh Mohammed Ali Hamadi, was shot dead outside his house in the Machghara area of Lebanon's Bekaa Valley on the night of January 21, 2025. Reports indicate that unidentified gunmen executed a drive-by shooting, firing 6 shots at Hamadi, who was subsequently rushed to a nearby hospital but succumbed to his injuries shortly after the arrival. Now let us take you through a profile of this man that we are speaking of who's been assassinated. Hamadi was a significant figure within the Hezbollah and had been on the FBI's most wanted terrorist list since the year 2006 for his involvement in the notorious hijacking of the TWA Flight 847 back in the year 1985. The incident resulted in the hostage-taking of 153 passengers and crew members, during which an American serviceman, Robert Statham, was tortured and murdered brutally. He had previously been convicted in Germany for air piracy and murder related to this hijacking and served 19 years in prison before being paroled in 2005 in a hostage exchange program. Following the assassination, Lebanese authorities have initiated an investigation. Preliminary findings have suggested that the killing may not be politically motivated, but rather linked to a long-standing family feud. Assassination, however, comes at a rather crucial time, because there is a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hezbollah which is nearing its end. Hezbollah has warned that it will in fact resume hostilities if Israel does not fully withdraw its forces by the deadline set in the ceasefire agreement. Moving on now, well, we bring to you a compilation of all the top stories that have been doing the rounds since the morning today. Let's take you through them. Firstly, the Income Tax Department conducted searches at the residence and office of Telugu filmmaker Sukumar in Hyderabad. Raids, which began early in the morning, are part of an ongoing investigation into the financial matters related to the film industry. Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai has reignited the debate over Kachativu Island, asserting that the union government is making efforts to retrieve the island from Sri Lanka. He criticized the previous Congress government for ceding the island in 1974, implicating former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Karunanidhi in the decision. Southern Indian states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are participating in the World Economic Forum 2025 in Davos. Their objective is to attract global investors by showcasing their economic potential and investment-friendly policies. Notably, Karnataka has opted out of this year's event, focusing instead on its own investors' meet in Bengaluru. Comptroller and the Auditor General (CAG) of India has released a report highlighting significant irregularities in Kerala's health sector. The report points to poor implementation of central schemes, manpower shortages and anomalies in the procurement of medical supplies during the COVID-19 pandemic, leading to substantial financial losses of worth 10.23 crores. The Calcutta High Court is set to hear the West Bengal government's appeal seeking the death penalty for Shonjoy Roy, convicted of the rape and murder of a junior doctor at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. Court has scheduled the hearing for January 27th, aiming to consider all perspectives, including those of the victim's family as well as the convict. The Supreme Court of India has extended the stay on a court-monitored survey of the Shahidgah Mosque complex in Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. This decision holds the survey process which was initiated to resolve a dispute regarding the mosque's location adjacent to a Krishna Janmabhoomi temple. A village in Rajouri district, Jammu Kashmir, has been declared a containment zone following the mysterious deaths of 17 individuals from 3 families. Authorities have imposed prohibitory orders on public and private gatherings and are investigating the cause of the fatalities, with a contaminated water source being the potential factor. From the international arena now, a devastating fire at the Grand Cartel Hotel in Turkey's Bolu Mountains has resulted in at least 76 deaths and 51 injuries. Blaze forced guests to jump from the windows to escape, and authorities have detained 9 individuals, including the hotel owner, as a part of the investigation. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has in fact declared a day of national mourning. Bangladesh is considering seeking international support to extradite former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who fled to India following massive protests that ended her 16-year rule. The Bangladeshi government, in fact, asserts that not extraditing her would violate the treaty between the two nations and is contemplating global intervention if India refuses the request. First Quad meet under Trump 2.0 saw a united front against growing China-Russia alignment, with Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin's increasing bonhomie drawing sharp focus. The Quad nations, India, US, Japan, Australia, reaffirmed their commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific, emphasizing maritime security, emerging technologies, and countering coercive regional tactics. India's pivotal role in the Indo-Pacific was underscored, highlighting its strategic importance. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, who attended the event, underscored the Quad's role as a force for global good. President Donald Trump has recently expressed support for the H-1B visa program, aligning himself with tech leaders like Elon Musk. Despite previously advocating for restrictions, Trump now acknowledges the program's benefits, stating, "I have many H-1B visas on my property." This shift has sparked debate within the Republican Party, as some members view the program as a threat to American jobs, while others, including Musk himself, emphasize that it's important for attracting skilled talent. US President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration has placed 18,000 Indian nationals in the US under scrutiny for repatriation, prompting diplomatic discussions between India and the United States. Additionally, proposed end to birthright citizenship impacts children of Indian nationals on temporary visas. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar is engaging with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio to address these challenges while balancing the diaspora concerns and bilateral ties. US wants to address the issue of illegal migration with India. New US Secretary of US has in fact conveyed the message to the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar during their meeting in Washington, D.C. Meanwhile, Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan was discharged from Leelavati Hospital after surviving a knife attack at his Bandra home. Saif met and thanked the auto driver, who rushed him to the hospital, paying him 11,000 rupees in gratitude. Mumbai police, meanwhile, have found their strands of the accused in Taimur's room. Forensics and police have intensified investigation in the case. Accused who stabbed Saif 6 times inside his house has been identified as a Bangladeshi intruder named Shehzad. Mumbai police revealed that several fingerprints of the accused were discovered at Saif Ali Khan's Bandra residence. To be precise, 19 of them, providing crucial evidence in the ongoing investigation. Before gaining access to Saif's home, accused had unsuccessfully attempted to break into 3 other residences in the vicinity. Forensic teams found fingerprints on the staircase, a ladder used to climb into the building, toilet door and the bedroom door handle. These findings will play a pivotal role in the building the case against the intruder, who has in fact already been taken into custody by the police. Back to To the international arena, senior Hezbollah leader Sheikh Mohammed Ali Hamadi was fatally shot inside his house in Lebanon's Bekaa Valley by unidentified gunmen. Lebanese authorities are investigating the matter, which is believed to be linked to a prolonged family feud. Incident occurs just days before the scheduled end to the Israel-Hezbollah ceasefire agreement. Moving on to the spiritual event of not just the decade, but the century, that is the Mahakumbh that's taking place at Prayagraj. Yogi Adityanath government's cabinet meeting is taking place at Prayagraj Mahakumbh today. All 54 ministers of Yogi government have been invited to attend this meeting. During the session, schemes and proposals aimed at bringing several benefits to the state are expected to be approved. Following the meeting, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, along with the entire cabinet, have taken a holy dip in the sacred waters of Triveni Sangam. In 2019, Kumbh Mela, Yogi Adityanath had also taken a dip in the Sangam with his entire cabinet. At that time, Akhara Parishad President Narendra Giri and other saints had also joined this very ritual. The meeting, which commenced at around 12 noon at Triveni complex of Arel, was a location that had been chosen to ensure that devotees coming to bathe at the Sangam were not inconvenienced at the same time. Initially, the meeting was planned to be held in the auditorium of the Mela Authority. However, considering all the aspects, the venue was later shifted to the Triveni complex. Moving on to a story that we have in fact been tracking very closely since day one, that is January 16th, when it in fact came to light. Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan met Bhajan Singh Rana, the auto driver who saved his life after the horrifying attack that took place on January 16th. Saif was stabbed multiple times at his home during an attempted burglary. Now, fighting for his life, he was rushed to the Lilavati hospital in an auto rickshaw with Rana behind the wheel, unaware that his passenger was a Bollywood superstar. After 6 days of recovery and 2 life-saving surgeries, Saif was discharged on January 21st. Before leaving the hospital, he took a moment to thank the auto driver personally. This is the photo, in fact, that's come out to light and, in fact, is getting netizens all excited and delighted for this very man's presence during that night. Before leaving the hospital, he took a moment to thank the auto driver, and in a heartwarming moment that they shared, pictures where Saif is seen smiling and posing with the auto driver, resting his hands on his shoulders in gratitude, have now gone viral. Let's take a look at what the auto driver had to say.
बस यही बात हुई कि आओ, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है, शुक्रिया बोले। सब जितना भी परिवार से सबसे मुलाकात हुई, जैसे जो भी थे, उनकी माता जी भी, सब ने बोला कि चलो ठीक, जो भी किया अच्छा ही किया। मुझे खुशी जे हुई कि इतने बड़े स्टार से मुझे मिलने का सौभाग्य मिला, जिसकी हमने जान बचाई, बस वो ठीक है, तो बस वही है।
Meanwhile, as the probe continues in Saif Ali Khan's stabbing case, the actor's statement is to be recorded today. The actor, who was discharged from the Lilavati hospital yesterday itself amid heightened security, has shown remarkable progress in terms of recovery. Senior consultant Dr. Ashish Tiwari had provided insights into Khan's condition, stating that despite the severity of his injuries, Saif's fitness and gym training helped him recover very quickly. Let's take a look at what the doctor had to say in a conversation with one of our colleagues.
पुलिस की जांच रिपोर्ट थी, उसमें ये मालूम पड़ा जो स्टैबिंग हुई है वो गर्दन पे एक चाकू यहाँ गर्दन पे मारा हमलावर ने, और पीठ पे करीब 3-4 मारा और एक हाथ पे मारा है। तो अगर हम इस तरह से इसको देखें कि 5 दिन में उनका कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी, न्यूरो सर्जरी होने के बाद वो उनको व्हील चेयर की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है या किसी कंधे का सहारा लेने की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है।
व्हीलचेयर की ज़रूरत तब पड़ती या कंधे का सहारा लेने की ज़रूरत तब पड़ती जब उनके पैरों में या लोअर एक्सट्रीमिटी में इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता। वो बिल्कुल इंटैक्ट है, चोट कंधे पे और पीठ पे लगी है, तो ये आधा हिस्सा, छोटा सा हिस्सा, इसमें भले वो डीप वुंड हो या हो सकता है कि एक डीप वुंड हो जिसकी बात हम लोग कर रहे हैं 2 मिलीमीटर, बाकी सब सुपरफिशियल वुंड हो, हल्के निशान हो, हल्की चोट हो। तो उस कारण से अब सूचरिंग प्रॉपर हो गई, कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी हो गई, रेस्ट रिकवरी अब घर में होती रहेगी। ड्रेसिंग और जो दवाएं चलती हैं उसके बाद ये रिकवरी 7 से 10 दिन में होती है और नेचुरली 1 से 2 महीने के बीच में पूरी तरह से ठीक हो सकते हैं। तो इतना आश्चर्य की बात नहीं लग रही है। इसके 2 रीज़न है। पहला ये कि जो वुंड इंजरी है उसने कोई वाइटल पार्ट डैमेज नहीं किया था, और दूसरा ये कि जो डीप इंजरी हुई थी वो स्पाइन तक नहीं पहुंची तो बॉडी में कोई परमानेंट लॉस नहीं हुआ। और तीसरा ये कि जो हॉस्पिटल अच्छा सेटअप था, डॉक्टरों ने फाइन सर्जरी कर दी और उसके बाद अर्ली मोबिलाइजेशन करके उनको घर भेज दिया।
Well, the probe continues, and with each passing hour, new details have been coming in, which we will keep you apprised about as and when they come in. With that, we've come to an end to this bulletin. Those were all the top stories doing the rounds at the very top of this evening. Thank you for tuning in. News and updates continue here on News 9. Stay tuned. This is Riya Kundu.